Has Paris Saint Germain failed Lionel Messi, or has he simply just failed in France? This is the focus of our conversation in this episode, as well as predictions for some of the biggest games across Europe. My name is Ayomide Sotubo, and this is the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. People John joins me on this edition of the Nutmeg, and let's shoot straight. Who is the bigger failure? Is it Paris Saint Germain or Lionel Messi?
Okay, thank you so much for having me, Ayo. It's a pleasure to be here. Now, who is the bigger failure? Because at the end of the day, it's a football club versus a player, an individual player. Messi is an ambassador for the Saudi Arabian government, ambassador for tourism for Saudi Arabian government, where he has to fly to the kingdom sometimes to promote tourism. But now, on the day he was scheduled to travel, this was the day PSG was supposed to be, the player was supposed to be on a break. Do you understand? Yeah. After a match, they go on a one-day break. Do you understand? But the sad thing is that they lost that game to Lorient football clubs. When a big side loses a game to an in quotes smaller team, the reaction is usually not palatable, where players have to pay the consequence. And then the one-day break was called off, and the players had to resume training, report to training for the next day.
But hold on a second. Let's put in perspective that Messi was the missing piece of the jigsaw as confirmed or as considered by Paris Saint Germain. And now this missing piece has not been able to help them achieve their objective, which is win the Champions League. On the strength of that, and on this perspective, who do you think is the bigger failure? Is it still Lionel Messi, or is it Paris Saint Germain?
I'm not saying that Messi doesn't have the quality, but at the end of the day, he hasn't proven why they got him. And of course, he has to take part of the blame. He has to take part of the blame for it. And of course, the PSG side as well have to take part of the blame. I'm not going to hold brief for any of them. Both sides have a share of the blame. But as Lionel Messi performed to the best of his ability why they brought him in the club, the trophies does not say yes. But if you look at his statistics, has he done bad in France? I don't think he has.
With PSG now out of the picture, what should be his next move? Is it to Barcelona or to Manchester City or even to Qatar or maybe a homecoming back in Argentina?
Lionel Messi has achieved a young footballer's dream. A child who wants to go into football has a dream of what he or she wants to achieve in the sport by trophies, finance, and every other thing. Lionel Messi has all of these to his name. Now, does he have anything to prove to anybody? Nothing. He has nothing to prove to anybody whatsoever. Lifting the World Cup last year in Qatar cemented that legendary status. And of course, he has nothing to prove to anybody at the moment. So, what would be the next move? This would be me saying, if he would going to Saudi Arabia would be, I think, for the money. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. For the money, it's going to be a massive move. And of course, that rivalry again between Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, let's savor it again on Saudi Arabian soil. Of course, continue to improve football across the world.
Still in France now, let's predict the game between Troyes and Paris Saint Germain on the back of a 3-1 defeat against Lorient. They have now 5 points lead ahead of second place Marseille, and they have 5 games to go. If they lose one, they blow the title race open.
That loss to Lorient is an eye-opener to them to sit up to ensure that they wrap the league, to tell them that of course this league is not done and dusted. And the game this weekend should be one that they would wrap up. Of course, they have the players back, and they have to ensure that this victory is emphatic in a way that to bring back the love of the fans. So I think on the weekend they're going to do that.
Also, there's the Copa del Rey. Real Madrid have a chance to win their 20th title, and it's against Osasuna. What's your take going into that game?
It's looking like a first title for Real Madrid, especially beating Barcelona, the league leaders, in the semi-final of the Copa del Rey, and of course a big side. No disregard to Osasuna, but Real is a big side, and of course winning this winning this title means that they've won the Copa for the 20th time in their history, and they, of course, they want to do that and give the fans something to cheer about.
And of course, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this game. So thank you very much, Iketuku John, for joining us in this edition of the Nutmeg. And now it's the Guardian picks. Newcastle United welcome Arsenal to the St. James's Park. Both teams are fighting for the top 4 and the title have gone for a goal. How about in Italy? It is AC Milan welcoming Lazio. AC Milan looking to revenge a 4-0 loss earlier in the season. Have gone for an over 2.5 goals this time around. Still in Italy, it's Roma versus Inter Milan. Both sides also chasing the top 4. Have gone for an over 1.5 goals. And now in England, it is Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Chelsea, anybody will beat Chelsea this time. I go for a home win for AFC Bournemouth. And then a repeat of the DFB Pokal semi-final. It is Freiburg going up against Leipzig, and I've gone for a goal in that particular encounter. And that is how we wrap up this edition of the Nutmeg. You can tell us what your thoughts are in the comment section. Who has failed, Messi or Paris Saint Germain? Do let us know. Also, you can join the community by hitting the subscribe button, and also you can get our latest videos when you tap the notification bells. My name is Ayomide Sotubo. This is the Nutmeg on Guardian TV.